Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski and welcome to another episode of How'd She Do That? And today we're going to do these heated flowers. These are so cool. They were shared with me by my friend Georgia Jagir, and I'm going to show you how to do this today. All right, let's get started. Okay, for this project, you're going to start with the Big Shot and the Circles number 2 die. It actually has 4 circles on here, and I've just pre-cut this out of paper so you can see the sizes here. We're not using the small one at all. You need 6 of the largest, 5 of the next largest, and then the next size down you need 4 of. So that's what you'll need to cut, and what you're going to cut with is fabric. This is called Silky Solids, and I just found it at my local fabric store, and I started with a half a yard. I folded it in half and then folded in half again and folded in half one more time. So actually you can line it up on your die and you can cut 8 layers at a time, which makes this a really quick project. So I've already pre-cut my layers, and so I'm going to show you the next step. Okay, so I'm all set here. I've got my 3 sizes of circles, a matte pack, and a paper piercing tool, and also an antique brad. So what you want to do is you want to start with your largest layer, and you need 6 of those like we discussed, and you're going to lay those on your matte pack kind of around in a circle, and they are just kind of overlapping each other. I kind of suggest not going too far off the matte pack. I'll bring it in a little bit closer here. There you go. Because you want to make sure once we get all the rest of these layers on that all of them are going to kind of intersect in the middle, because that's where we're going to put this paper piercer tool. So the next thing you want to do is the 5 layers. I'm just going to do that here real quick for you. There's the 5. And then the next one is the 4. Okay, and overlapping them, making sure I'm going to get that center. Okay, so you want to work your paper piercing tool in through all those layers of fabric. So there's lots of layers here. And I kind of twist it, and I even kind of like almost drill it in. And I want to get to the point there. It already went through my entire matte pack. And then I'm going to keep my fingers pressed pretty firmly down on this. And I'm kind of actually down, and I'm spreading them apart, keeping the fabric in place as I'm twisting this around. I want to make the hole larger. All right. So, and the reason for that is because the antique brads have pretty wide prongs, and then I'm just going to get that in there. Voila. And be careful, those prongs are kind of easily bent, so you want to kind of keep them as straight as possible. And then just splay them out like that, and you're ready to go. So we're going to go on to the next step, which is heating the flower. Okay, so for this next step you need a heat tool. You need something to protect your surface, and I'm using a wooden clipboard, and then a stylus just to kind of hold down your flower. So at this point what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually heat this, and it's going to kind of shrink up. So this is how large it is, and this is what we're going to get to. And you can see on some of these edges there look slightly burnt. That's okay. You might end up with some even more burnt like that, but it's just going to look like dried flowers. Okay, so let's get started. actually flipping this over a little bit. So you can see I turn the heat gun on and off. So if you feel like you're losing control, just turn it off and position it where you want it. Okay, so now kind of I'm going to end it by kind of shaping my flower. So if you're not happy with the shape of your flower, this is where you can go in a little bit closer and get it to kind of curl up a little bit more. This is also the part where you want to not leave it on very long. Oh, we're pretty close here. So there you go. There's my flower. So there's just a couple finishing touches, so I'll show you that next. Okay, so for our last step, I want to die cut some of these felt circles. And I just took a piece of felt, folded it in half, fold it in half again, and then I could run through, I could get 4 of these through to cut at the same time. All right, this size was the middle one. So the one that we needed 5 for, you need the same size for the backing. And it's going to fit right on the back of our flower like this. But first what you want to do is you want to just fold it in half and make 2 little snips. So roughly, I don't know, I'd say about 3/4 of an inch to just under an inch. I'm using a jewelry finding. This is just the pin backs. These are 1-inch bar pins. And actually I don't even need to, you want to slide it in like into one hole and then the other hole, and there you go. And you'll take a glue gun and put some glue on here, and then just press this on here. Be careful because hot glue gets really obviously hot, and just kind of put it like that, and there is our finished pin. So here's one where the backing is on here already, and so fun. So these are great gifts for holidays or Mother's Day or birthdays, so on and so forth. You can attach them to your purses, just your coat or sweater that you're wearing. You can make them into hair bands, all different kinds of things. So have some fun with it.